Yeah, these arc things. Like I'm right now, yeah. These things tend to not end well. Every market cycle, you get these fund managers that are treated like gurus or geniuses or oracles, and ARK is the one of this cycle. There's no doubt. Like I see, Twitter people follow daily what the ARK buys and sells. Like it's totally irrelevant. If you want to make money. Like why didn't you follow what ARK did here, right? But now up here, now it's interesting to see what they do. It's like it's the same cycle over and over again. Don't be that guy. Be the guy who realizes these things go in cycles. It's the same patterns over again, just the players change, the game doesn't change. And you will be able to afford anything. Your kids won't have to work. Your grandchildren won't have to work ever in their life. Be different. Listen to the market. Exactly. Yeah, there's variations of the short setup. Downs and range breaks to the downside. I do that sometimes too. Like on Square yesterday. When it broke the rising 20 EMA. Like these types of stocks, they trade very controlled. And here, when it broke the 10-day, I don't remember if I shorted it, had a nice move lower. It was a breakdown trade. TTD I shorted a couple of months ago when it broke. We lost this range here, went down 20%. Very liquid stock, you can do a lot of size. Very controlled moves. So I'm also looking at stuff like Roku that had big moves. Like these things, like when the market corrects, it's gonna it's gonna take everything down eventually. Not always. It depends on how big the correction is. But some of these stocks, that had these big moves up without any real corrections, they can make big fades. Right now I don't see a setup here. It's still showing relative strength, but once it doesn't show relative strength anymore, it's gonna be interesting. Man, that strong close yesterday. Like I covered a ton of SOS at the close because it held up so well. I covered this FNGU, and look at it now. It's gapping down a lot. It's so annoying, man. If trading was easy, it would be much easier to make money. But I would not be buying any breakouts here. Just because there's one or two setups doesn't mean you need to trade them. This is not a market that's been kind to breakout traders. Did I wick URA? Yeah, I wicked both URA and URNM. This volume, this is me. This volume, this is me. URNM too. This volume is me, and this volume is me. And these, like, I was prepared for a potential $10 million trade on this riot. And now with this gap down, well, it's gonna be a difficult trade because it can rally. It could rally to 85, or it could fade down to 50. It's the same thing what happened with Tilray, gap down, and even if after it gapped down, it still made a big move lower. So gotta be prepared for anything. Like I fumbled this Tilray completely. Like I nailed it on this day here, on the top day, and the second day when it gapped down, I didn't even trade it. It's just complete loser. I'm such a loser. Everyone knows when there's free money, you gotta pick it up. Apparently, I didn't get the memo. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something. So as you see, as the market has kept rallying, the amount of stocks participating has decreased. That's usually what happens every single time. You go back, 20 years, look at this type of data. It happens, At the start of every rally, there's a broad participation, and as the rally, keeps going, fewer and fewer stocks participate. And this is also what's happening now. The pie, it just gets tired, right? Things get tired. It's what we're seeing now is exactly that. If you keep mindlessly buying breakouts, you're gonna get your ass handed to you. Okay, gotta be really, really selective. I see a lot of people getting into this. They found the breakout setup and think they're gonna be millionaires in a short amount of time. Look, breakouts work really well when they work, but there's a long time periods when breakouts don't work, and you shouldn't even think about the word breakout. It shows Mara over Riot, but Riot is better range. Riot, it has 36% downside to the 10-day. Mara only has 18%. It really makes no sense to play Mara. Riot is so much better. I'm just doing them both because it's better with liquidity. Can has a parabolic short. I don't see a parabolic here. Or maybe, oh yeah, okay, now I see it. Yeah, can too. I mean, it's all the same thing. And this also has like 36% out of 10 days. So yeah, Can, Riot, those are the best ones. There's a lot of, cults. Mini cults. There's a lot of cult stock. Like one old timer, Mankind. This thing has been cult stock forever. Just a bunch of promises, and they never deliver anything. They only deliver delusion and losses. That's the only thing they ever deliver. But their fanatic fan base, there's a lot of cult stocks. Yeah, MNKD, their business model is, it's to sell paper. That's their business model. Their product, look, it had promise, but it's been a total commercial failure, and that's that. And people can't, like, people get so invested in one idea. Like, there's a doctor on Twitter, is a total Mankind fanatic, and it's just it's not, the people don't want to use their product. That's it. That's the reality. Go on with your life. People can't. They get so dug into these ideas, and it's just most people are like that. I don't know if most are, but a lot of people are. You see it in every type of things. You can see it in politics. You see it in business, investing, trading. Like, just people they put their whole persona into something, and then they dig them deep into a hole, and they never see outside of that hole again.